hello. Yeah, that seems to be working. Okay, good. Not the fun, yes. Hello, guys. Hello, hello. Good to see you. Hello. It's me. Hi, Shadow Raven. Hello. Moo Moonbies. Hello. Finally made it this time. I know, right? Well, one thing I see YouTubers saying a lot is that sometimes they get unsubscribed for some reason. So, you know, always make sure that you're still subscribed. Hello, Mr. Dragon. I see you there. Good to see you. Thank you for being here, guys. I appreciate it. The concert, oh, it was great. I mean, I still get excited just thinking about it because, you know, back when my younger days, when I started getting into K-pop, I listened to EXO, Big Bang, Blackpink, but I never really like got into them. If I didn't even knew who was part of the group, maybe I could name one or two members, but you know, it's not like that with Stray Kids, 80s or aespa for that matter, you know. So, oh, dream come true. I loved it. It was great. So it's good to see you guys. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so once again, here are the rules. Number one, no politics, guys. And you writing down, I need an urgent reading, that is not gonna do anything. If something is that urgent, you gotta be willing to pay. It sounds bad, but it's the truth. Okay? I've been getting a lot of those lately. Like, I need an urgent reading for example, Jenny. I had another one. I need an urgent reading for BTS. If it's urgent, be ready to pay. It's as simple as that. Okay? Have you heard the new AT song album? Yes, I have. And you're right, it is very refreshing. I liked it. Very different from their usual high energy. And I'm not saying this is low energy. No, I don't think so. It's more mellow energy, I would say. Okay? So yeah, no politics, guys. No politics. Because YouTube doesn't like those kinds of topics, okay? So no politics. One question at a time, guys. And of course, you know, be respectful, use appropriate language, not just towards me, but towards others here in the chat as well. Sometimes I see you guys interacting, and that is great. I love that. But, you know, sorry, my throat. But, you know, be respectful. And, well, also, I usually don't say this, but I understand that you get curious about, you know, idols' love life and stuff like that, but don't just ask about that, okay? I've been having way too many questions about that lately, and not gonna lie, it's starting to get kind of boring, so, you know. And of course, you can ask me personal questions about what you want to know about, you know, yourself, whatever you want. But once again, keep it appropriate, okay? Okay. Did you like Espa's dirty work? It was too short. Yes, it was way too short. I hate that. I hate that trend so much. Like, bring back the 3, 4 minute songs. Please bring those back. And just ban TikTok already, because that thing is, it ruined the music industry. It really did. Oh, that reminds me. If you, the post that I made, about you being allowed to ask me one question, do not ask me that question. Otherwise, I'm just not going to make a video about you. So, ask me a different question this time around. I watched the new TXT video. Will you comments tomorrow? All right. I'm glad you watched it. Thank you. I appreciate that. It was a teaser for Dirty Work. Still though, I mean, if it's a teaser, usually teasers are like 30 seconds, sometimes less. But if it's a 2 minute song, I love Espa, but nah, I'm still gonna hate that. Back in the year 2000s, the songs were 3 to 4 minutes long. Yes, bring back that era, please. The full song will be on the 27th. Okay. NJZ update. I did a whole reading on New Jeans. Yeah, don't call them NJC, dude. They're New Jeans. They're New Jeans. And so far, things have not changed. It's not going well for them, from what I can see. Yolanda. Hello, Yolanda. Okay, I'm gonna start taking questions, and well, here's final disclaimer here. I am not a doctor, a psychiatrist, a nurse, nutritionist, psychologist, financial advisor. Whatever answer I give you, it is based on current energy. So things can always change. So keep that in mind. And of course, if you don't believe in the tarot and all of that, I don't know what the hell you're doing here. Go away. All right. Here we go. Let's get started. Let's see. I want to know when my family and I will have prosperity. We want to buy a house and get a stable foundation. Okay. Let's see. When would you have this prosperity? Let's see. Okay, King of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. The Hangman. Seven of Pentacles. Okay. Temperance. 3 to 4 months from now, give or take. However, it will seem like, things are going good, and then it looks like things are going bad. And then things level out, they're going good, and sometimes you may feel like you're not moving at all, like financially wise. So keep that in mind. If you're married, if you have a partner, or if there's a man in your family, it looks like it's going to start with him, okay? And then from him, things are going to move down to you, from what I can see here, okay? beats me. What is the nationality? Nos damos un paso para enfrente, damos un paso para atrás. Yeah, I know. I know. I understood that actually, Thais. Well, I speak Spanish, so I actually understood that. And I know that's not Spanish, but I can still understand it. Portuguese is what you guys speak in Brazil, if I remember correctly. But yeah, sometimes I look at Portuguese stuff and I can actually decipher what it says in there. Okay, beats me. What is the nationality of the other three members in the next Monster Girl group of YG? Well, that's interesting. For some reason, Vietnam comes to mind. Okay. Let's see if we can know possible nationalities for this new girl group, please. This one. Wow, Spanish. Yeah, Spanish is my mother tongue. And then I had to learn English because, we moved to the United States. But yeah, Spanish is actually my mother tongue. Okay, we have a 10 of Cups. Oh, well, speaking of America, it looks like the United States, either somebody was born here or they're half, American. We have the King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles. Singapore also comes to mind here. I see a little bit of Australia as well. And and I know this was not the question, but I'm picking up on this. So, Pentacles, 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 10 of Cups. All of those are about money, prosperity. Well, the Four of Pentacles can also mean like, taking care of your finances in order to do something. But from what I can see here, one or two of the members are going to come from money, like a rich background. From what I can see here. So, yeah. So, yeah, that's what I see for that question. But you literally speak English so perfectly. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I mean, I'm pretty sure you have seen it, right? But in my videos, there are moments my brain and my mouth, it's like they disconnect for a bit. I also studied Chinese for 3 years, actually. So, I mean, obviously, I forgot a lot of it, but yeah, I can speak a little bit of that too. So, whenever I do readings for example, Ning Ning, sometimes I hear her speaking in Chinese and I can understand her. But of course, the phrases that I hear and stuff like that are very basic, but I can still pick up on a lot of those to this day. Yolanda, what does Spirit want me to know about my financial blessings? Okay, let's see, Yolanda. You know what? Let me switch decks for you. Oi! Let me see, Yolanda. Okay. Holy Spirit, guys, what does she need to know when it comes to her finances? And, this one. There we go. Okay, we have fertility. Okay, there's great potential. Peace. Study. Study and I chose her savings, okay? Safe travel and victory. Well, you're not going backwards, I can tell you that. You're not going backwards when it comes to finances and stuff like that. There is still potential, okay? There's still potential when it comes to finances. But yeah, it's going to require a lot of discipline, especially when it comes to savings. Like actually sit down, write everything down, looking at what you're spending money on. But yeah, there is potential to, be prosperous, but you really have to sit down and really take a look at what you're doing with your finances, your savings. If you're investing, what are you investing on? But I don't see you going backwards, okay? I see you going forward, and there's great potential to have great prosperity. But yeah, it's going to take a lot of discipline, okay? Yeah, when I was growing up back in the 2000s, early 2000s, Korea had not, it wasn't as popular as it is now. It was China, so, at least at my school, they would tell us a lot. If you ever get the opportunity to learn Chinese because, especially after the Olympics too, the 2008 Olympics, the relations with the United States and China were pretty good. So yeah, that's why I got interested in studying Chinese. You're welcome, Yolanda. But then in college, in the 2010s, that's when K-pop exploded and that's when South Korea and Korean language became more popular, at least here on my side of the world. Yay! Thais, I want to know who is going marriage and have kids first, my older brother or me? Oh, okay. Let's see. Who's getting married first? Thais or her older brother? Who's getting married first? If we're allowed to know, please. Love your amethyst ring. Thank you. Chris Siebel, clap me? Pay me. You sound weird asking that. Okay, we had the Hermit. The Hermit, and I chose her being single for a while, okay? The Chariot. Judgment. Okay. Three of Cups. Okay. The High Priestess. Looks like it might be your older brother. Yeah, it looks like it might be your older brother from what I'm picking up here. Obviously, I mean, I don't know if he's single or seeing somebody, but it looks like, at least based on current energy, right, that it will be him that marries first. I also like Chinese, but I really get bored studying a language. Yeah, it can be boring. Any language, you know, any language can be boring to study. And with all the grammar and And pronunciations, you think you know it, and then it's another, and yeah, I know what you mean. Ah, let's see. Well, 80s with their new song Lemon Drop debuted on Billboard Hot 100. Want to know if it's possible? Okay, let's see. Lemon Drop, are you gonna make it in the Billboard Hot 100? Thank you. And then you know what? In this. Okay, the one that flew out is the Six of Swords with the word maybe. Okay. We have Temperance, the Tower, and the Page of Pentacles. I see 75% that yes, they might make it there. 75%. And I swear I don't hate ARMY. That's BTS fandom in case you're new to K-pop. But it looks like ARMY is not gonna like that if ATEEZ makes it there. But at the same time, what else is new, no? I know we're not talking about them, but dang. I see them here. Sometimes I swear they're so insecure because if you truly believe your group, whether it's BTS, ATEEZ, or whoever, Hearts to Hearts, if you truly believe your group is amazing, why are you worried about other groups? But that's just me, no? And oh dang. Okay, if you hear noise in the background, it's starting to rain here. So if you hear it, okay? I know I do. But if in case you hear it. Hello, Chris. Let me go back a little bit. In case I miss somebody. It's me. Palm Reader once predicted that someone will court me. When I'm 22, 23, can you give me some information? Do I know him? My classmate or the same age as me? Okay, what can we know? Okay, this one. I mean, I had decks here, but I also have some on the chair next to me. What can we know, if we can know, about this possible person for Bits May? Let's see. Temperance. Four of Wands. That rain sounds peaceful. My go-to meditation sound. Yeah, I mean, hopefully. But at least here where I live, it is hurricane season too. So, sometimes, yes, it's nice and peaceful, but then other times it's like, ooh, is the hurricane here or is there a flash hurricane that we didn't know about? It feels like that sometimes. Okay, Six of Pentacles. The Emperor, okay. And the Four of Cups. Okay, beats me. From what I am picking up here, your possible future partner here. He might be older than you. He might be. Or he might be the same age. If you're 23, he might also be 23, if not 24, 25. So older than you. He's careful with his finances, okay? He has a balanced temper, you know, way of being. He does drink though, so I don't know how you feel about, you know, alcohol, but it looks like he does drink. Sometimes a little too much, especially when he's around friends. I don't see him being an alcoholic, but when he goes out with friends and stuff like that, well, he can overdo it from time to time. Is he a classmate in? I don't see him being a classmate of yours. Hmm. Okay, how do I say this? When it comes to physical things, I think you know what I'm trying to say here. Um, you know how YouTube is, right? It would be different if I had my own website, but I don't even know how I would begin to do that. But when it comes to that being physical, he might try to get there first. And of course, I don't know how you feel about that, but if you say no, he will respect that, okay? But he will try to get physical, okay? He's that type of man, okay? Yeah. Hmm. Tan skin, brown hair, maybe black, depending on the light. Hmm. He might have facial hair, okay? As of right now, I see facial hair on him. I don't see tattoos. But yeah, that's what I'm picking up there. Since TXT Since TXT will probably renew with Big Hit, will Big Hit finally let each of them have more brand deals and attend events? They need more exposure like that. Let's see. Let's find out. If TXT does renew, will they be allowed to go to more events? Let's see. Okay. A hidden gift. We have Gaia. Harmony. Whoop. Power, and on the description here it says power, self-confidence, and productivity. Interesting. And we have the dream. Yes, but it's not gonna be like super huge. More than what they do now, but at the same time, not that much. Okay. So yeah, a little more than what they do now, but not that much from what I can see here. Hmm? Oh, hello, JJ. Well, I'm glad you were able to make it this time. Will you be doing anything fun for the summer? Um, I don't know. I don't think so, honestly. My biggest thing was going to Stray Kids concert, and I went and I screamed my heart out, as my mom likes to say every time I go to a concert. But no, other than that, I don't plan to do anything else, honestly. Um, it would be nice if I could go to, an Hypen's concert in August, but you know, tickets are expensive. Foreigners pay a lot more than what Koreans pay, because I have seen the ticket prices on, for them. When you translate the amount, they are paying like $400-$500 less than what we are paying here. So, and they still say that they pay more and blah blah blah. No, we still pay more. But no, for the moment, I don't have anything else planned for the summer. What about you? Excuse me. What other concerts would you like to attend after Stray Kids? Whew. Oh, I still have hope that one day, I will go to ATs. I really want to go see ATs. And oh, another thing, I swear, sometimes I swear destiny's against me or something. ATs is coming to the US in August, but they are going to the same city I have to go to for Stray Kids. So yeah, that's not enough time for me to save up money again, get a hotel room and stuff like that. So I will not be able to go this year again. The year before this one, or I think it was in 2023, I can remember, there was a freaking hurricane, and that affected my house, so I couldn't go. Hopefully, you know they'll have another work tour, because I would love to go see ATs. One day I would like to see ESPA, but ESPA stays on the northern part of the United States and I live on the south, so that one will be difficult. I still would like to go see Hypen, but yeah, like I said, money. You missed my question. Well, write it again, because the comments keep popping up, so. And when I'm looking here, I'm not always looking at the comments, so write it again. And also, if it was on the very beginning, sometimes I don't see the comments at the very beginning. So, write it again. Oh, by the way, if you submitted a question when I made the post about, you being allowed to ask me a question so I can make a video about it, I will start answering those on, well, Monday for me. Today's the 14th. Tomorrow's the 15th. On the 16th of June, okay? On the 16th of June. Oh, hi, Artemisia. Hello, TC. Things are good. Glad you made it. I'm glad you enjoyed the concert. I'm be going to Italy to see my mom's family and have my birthday. Oh, nice! It will be nice to go to the beach. Well, I hope you have a lot of fun and happy early birthday. Okay, a couple of weeks ago, the senior guy at work was upset that the new guy was fired. South Asian tan guy. Hmm. Apparently, his performance was decent too. Why did the managers remove him? Whoa, okay. Okay, the senior guy, South Asian. Okay, hold on. Let me get this one. Why was this gentleman removed? What is this? Okay. Eight of Wands. Eight of Pentacles. The Strength card. Two of Pentacles. And Ace of Wands. Okay, yeah, this person had great potential. Okay. Okay, and also this person that was removed, it looks like he was not like easily controlled, easily manipulated. And here on the West, well, the work culture is not perfect. But from my understanding, at least in Asia or Asian owned companies, there's always a power struggle between the seniors and the people that are below them. So it looks like this person was not easily manipulated. So that was another thing that, whoever removed him did not like about this person. And also, well, observing the great potential this person had, eventually, well, they will have to pay him more. So that was another thing for what I can see here. It's a Western company since I'm in Australia. Oh, okay. Okay, well, and like I said, it's not perfect, but power struggles, they still happen, even in Western companies. But yeah, that's what it seems. Because there was great potential, eventually, this person was gonna do good, and they will have to pay him more. So that's one thing. The other one is that this person was not easily manipulated. So whatever is it that, the final goal is, yeah, this person was not manipulated into doing something, or did not really care much about what the higher ups have to say, unless of course it involves work. So that can happen too. And also this person that was removed, it looks like was very secretive, because it's a little difficult to see, and sometimes that happens. Oh, speaking of being secretive, okay, I've been trying so hard to get back into doing my energy readings, and I will get back into those. But yesterday, I was trying to do an energy reading on Bangchan of Stray Kids. And, okay, the first time when I was beginning, I got a phone call, so I was interrupted. The second time, my screen recorder thing stopped working. Third time around, I was interrupted again because I was receiving another phone call. So, yeah, if you have been wanting to know about Bangchang, it looks like Bangchang is not willing to let me do a reading on him at the moment. And, that's understandable. But yeah. Hannah. Hello, Hannah. But yeah, it's the first time that something like that happens, where I'm trying to do a reading on a person and then just something happens and I'm not able to complete it or I'm interrupted. So for the moment, I'll just leave my channel alone. But from what I was able to pick up on him, though, is that he is doing a lot better. He is happier. I know that in the past, a lot of stuff was happening and mostly just fans being stupid. But, but he's doing a lot better. Coco. Hi, Coco. Welcome. I like your Cynthia picture. I don't know why Angelica liked that doll so much. It was missing chunks of hair and stuff. I'm glad I didn't miss the live. Well, I did do it earlier, so maybe that's why. It's hard to pick up a good time that works for everybody, because, well, if I do it in the mornings, I have to get up earlier. If I'm not working that day, and then if I do it in the afternoon, well, some people can, but then international fans, you guys are asleep, so it's tricky to pick a good time. Okay, lately I've been stressed because of university. I want to know if I adapt myself to this new rhythm of studies and get higher grades. I'm good, thank you. I got a summer job because, well, right now it is summer break and students are not, they're not in school. So teachers, we are also on summer break, but we don't get paid. So yeah, I found a summer job and it's been working out. So I'm doing good. Okay, guys. Okay, if I adapt myself to a new rhythm of studies, will you get higher grades? Okay. Let's see. If you adapt, will your grades be improve? If you adapt, will your grades improve? Let's see. Okay, Page of Swords. The Knight of Wands. The Sun card. Four of Swords. And the Nine of Wands. Yes. The beginning, adapting is not going to be easy. But yes. You will get used to it. Your grades will improve. Just remember not to overdo it either, okay? When you need it, make sure you rest. And also, well, make sure you at least do something different, even if it's just taking a walk. That'll help a lot. It's good to, yes, review whatever it is that you're studying, but at the same time, it's good to also give your brain a break. Okay? So just keep that in mind. Hannah. A ver, Hannah, let's see. Can you do a reading about Enhypen's Nikki and Jay's relationship? Is it true that Jay thinks Nikki is really like his younger brother? Okay. Jay and Nikki. Let's see. Is there true brotherhood here, or is it just for show? Okay. Whoop. This one first. Okay. Is there true brotherhood here? Is there true brotherhood? Or is it just for show? Let's see. Jay and Nikki. Okay, Five of Swords. Page of Pentacles. King of Swords. Okay. We have come to the edge. And we have blessed. Very interesting. Okay. Of course, like I always say, you're free to never believe what I'm saying and just hear me yap in the background. But it looks like this brotherhood was pushed by Hive in the beginning. It was pushed by Hive. And of course, Nikki and Jay, they went along with it because, well, it was part of their assigned personality. And we all know by now that even a personality can be assigned to K-pop idols, right? So they went along with it. And between Jay and Nikki, he was the one that at first, he was cautious. Very cautious about Jay. Over time, though, with, experience, living together, working together, and all that stuff, they have become closer. Like brothers. So yes, Jay does think of Nikki as a younger brother, and Nikki actually thinks of Jay as an older brother now. At first, yeah, it was mostly for show, but then over time, the bonding happened. And there is a true brotherhood now. So yeah, there is true brotherhood here. And we have more people here. Hello, guys. Lane. Hello, Lane. I've been good, thank you. Working. I know I've been very slow with my uploads lately, and I apologize, guys, but it sucks because I still have to work full time. I do make some money from YouTube, right? Through donations, pay readings, and stuff like that, but it's not enough for me to say, okay, I'm gonna quit working full time and I'm gonna dedicate YouTube to, full time. So it sucks. But yeah, and sometimes I feel guilty about it, but other than that, I've been good. You're welcome, Hannah. Happy for life. Hello. Good to see you. Which K-pop group do you actually stan? Ooh, well, Coco. I would say I actually stan. See, it's either Stray Kids or ATEEZ. And for boy groups. For girl groups, I would actually say aespa. Now, mind you, if you ask a quote-unquote true stan, they would say I am not a true stan at all, because if you ask me their birthdays, I have no idea. If you ask me their favorite colors, I have no idea. I don't know what kind of food they like to eat. I don't know. So in my own way, I do, but at least I know all of their names, okay? Show me a picture and I can tell you who is who. versus, back when I was a teenager, I would just listen to K-pop. Maybe I know a name or two here and there, but yeah, I I would say that I truly stand Stray Kids, ATEEZ, and aespa. hmm That's what I would say. But yeah, like I said, if you ask a quote unquote true fan or a true stan, oh, I am not at all. Because I am not obsessed, that obsessed, you know. Which groups do you hope to hold concerts in the US so that you can attend? Ooh, well, I hope ATEEZ comes back eventually, either next year or, 2027, so I can finally go see them. I really want to. I would like 50-50 to come back. I went to their concerts and that was fun. Kiss of Life as well. Mm, let's see. Big Ocean, that's a 3-member boy group. And all of the members, they have hearing hearing aids. And even then, they do a good job. So I would like to attend their concert. Um, I would like X Love to come here as well. X Love is still fairly new. That's a 4-member boy group. So I would like to go to their concert. I mean, they only have 2 official songs right now, but obviously, they can still do covers and stuff like that. I would like to go see them. Mm, I would like to go see IVE. Recently, I've been listening to them a lot lately, so I would like to go see them. I would like G Idol to come back. That would be nice because I attended their concert and I really liked it too. So that would be nice. And also Isna. I've been very curious about Isna. So it would be nice to listen to them in person. So it would be nice to listen to them. Jay himself said that he would choose Nikki as his bias if he were an engine. Oh, interesting. I know you already done an eyelid tarot reading, but their combat date is coming closer, so I wanted to know more details. Okay. Let's see, eyelids. Wait, hold on. Where is it? Ah, yes, that. When I look at my decks, I think of groups. And when I look at this deck, I immediately think of Isna. This is the Kawaii Tarot deck. I mean, not Isna, I'm sorry, Eyelid. Sometimes Isna, but more Eyelid. Because, Eyelid has that cutesy, pure, fairy concept going on. Let's see, Eyelid. What can we know about your comeback, dears? What are we allowed to know about the... Ooh, okay, thank you. That one. And this one. What can we know? Okay. 10 of Pentacles. Knight of Cups. Bang PD. Okay, he'll be satisfied, apparently. Temperance. And the Hierophant. Okay. Well, it looks like it's going to be good, especially over there in South Korea. Internationally, it might have a mix. There might be mixed reviews. Okay. And once again, Bang PD, he's very satisfied. Eyelid is still very new, right? But it looks like he's satisfied with how things are going with them. But it also looks like this comeback is also going to open up more opportunities and stuff like that for Eyelid. Okay, from what I can see here. What is your favorite K-pop song from Stray Kids? Oh my goodness, that dang, that's a tough one. Sami Samiksha. I'm sorry if I say your name wrong. But yeah, Okay, I would say Elevator. That's the first one that comes to mind right now. I was a little sad that they didn't perform it at the concert, but I mean, at the same time, I understand. Elevator, that is a old song from their beginnings, right? So, they're gonna change it up and stuff, but I wish they had performed that one because it is a very nice song to me. It is a very sentimental one as well. So, I would like that. Sam. Oh, okay, Sam. Well, thank you, Sam. I want to ask, is not OT7 next album, is it explosive? I love Isna, they're so special. Well, let's see. Isna. Let me use this one here. Isna. Your next album, how is it gonna be? How successful is it gonna be? Isna. Isna. Let's see. Okay, 2 of Wands. Okay, 7 of Wands. The Knight of Swords. Okay. And the Pope is the High Priestess, basically. Not explosive, but not a flop either. I see them advancing a little more in the industry, but competition is very high with the 7 of Wands here. So competition is still very high. I would say there's gonna be in between. In the in-between zone. Yeah, not explosive, but not a flop. So in between. It will open up more doors of opportunities for them, but yeah, not explosive like that, from what I can see. Okay. Oh, hi, Ning. Hi, good to see you. I was wondering about you. I was like, oh, I guess she won't be able to make it, but I'm glad you did. Welcome. Oh, excuse me. Hold on, give me 1 second. I need water. You're welcome. Ija Sanaki, you're welcome. And Bank PD. I saw something about Bank PD. Ah, here it is. Okay, does Bank PD still obsessed with ATs? After BTS came back from the military. Not fully yet, of course, but still. Let's see, Bank PD. Are you still obsessed with ATs? Bank PD, are you still obsessed with ATs? Let's see. Okay, the World cards. The Hangman. The Magician. And the Empress. The answer is yes. He still is. And it's mostly for money reasons, you know. There are times he has felt that, you know, whatever he has to offer, whatever he would propose, he feels that, well, it might be tempting for KQ, but not enough for them to, you know, become part of the Hive umbrella, letting ATs go to their command and all of that. But oh yeah, he's still obsessed. A little less than before, but that's just a little bit, like a 2% less. Yeah, because once again, from his point of view, ATs could be doing a lot more. They might be overworked, but you know, who cares? They can do a lot more. Yeah. But I'm so glad KQ, you know, they haven't listened to him. Jarina, hello. Hello, Jarina. Wow, Vampire still got time for that when he's in deep stuff right now. Yeah. I mean, from what I can see here, Vampire feels untouchable. Remember, oh my God, what was it called? The Rising Sun? I think that's what it was. Something Sun. But the big scandal with Seongri and a bunch of other people, that scandal, from what I remember, somehow at the time, the CEO of YG, Yang Suk, that's his name, somehow he was involved in that as well. And nothing happened to him. So Bang PD, he feels the same way. He's like, even if they do manage to find something, it's not gonna happen. I mean, let's be honest here. Look at the justice system in South Korea. If Seongri had done what he did here in the US, he would have gotten at least 20 years. At least. But over there, he only got like, what, 3? I think? And he was let out. So yeah, he also feels like, you know what, the system is in my favor. So yeah. Rising Sun is a TVXQ song. Oh, Burning Sun. Okay. I can never remember that freaking scandal. I know the sun is involved somehow, but I can never remember. A Rising Sun, I have heard that song from TVXQ. It's a great song. SM really did them dirty. He really did. They really did with those boys. Going to play this song Obsessed by Mariah Carey. Oh my God. It is for your own good that you don't remember. You know what? Yeah, perhaps. I mean, if you've been here before, you know I tend to cry either when I'm doing readings or when I'm doing lives. So yeah. You know what? Yeah, probably for the best, because that whole thing is not a positive thing, obviously. Okay, let me go back a little bit. Can you tell me about New Jeans' appeal result? Okay, let's see. Let me use this one. New Jeans. What might be the result of your appeal, New Jeans? What might be the result of this appeal? Whoa, okay. For a moment, I was focusing on Eugene's, but for a moment, I saw Minhee Jin's face, and I heard her saying, "That's not gonna happen." Which is so weird, but okay. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. There's the Ten of Cups. Okay. The Eight of Swords. The Eight of Wands. I just heard appeal again. Nine of Cups. And the Three of Swords. If you hear noise, once again, it's raining on my side. Also, it is hurricane season, so heavy rains are common around this time of the year. Okay. So basically, at the end, it's not going to go in their favor. It may look for a moment that things are going good, but then things are not going to go good. And from what I can see, they might get a negative result. Because here with the Eight of Wands, I see them going to court again to appeal. An appeal, that's just a fancy word to say, to fight the result. It may look, once again, here with the Nine of Cups, that everything is going well, but in the end, no. Things are not going to go in their favor. So, yeah, still a lot of fighting, but not in their favor. Sorry. Not in their favor. Not in their favor. From what I can see here. Okay. Cue all the people that hate my guts whenever I don't worship every step New Jeans walks on. I mean, I don't mind when I see comments like that, because at the end of the day, that's still engagement. But, if it's not, if I'm not being accused of hating BTS, recently I've been getting accused of hating New Jeans. Okay, Suga and Jungkook had once long hair, and I loved it. Oh, I love it too. When men have long hair, I love it. Will they have long hair again? Ooh, okay, I want to know this answer too. A ver. Let's see. Suga and Jungkook, are you gonna have your beautiful long hair once again? Let's see. Are you gonna have? Ooh, okay, that one. Can I just her shuffle again? Let me shuffle again. That one. And this one and this one. Okay. New subscriber. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, spiritual sister. Thank you. Okay, the one that flew out is the Ace of Wands, but it came out in reverse. The Seven of Wands. The Knight of Swords. And the Ten of Pentacles. Excuse me. Eventually, yes, but it might take a while, like a year or two. And not just, because, hair takes time to grow, right? But it looks like, stylists, managers, and whoever else decides how they look like. It looks like they are against it for the moment. And also, from what I can see here, long hair takes maintenance, right? So it looks like that is going to be an argument that it takes maintenance, and it's not just from the stylist, but also from you guys. But eventually, yes, in like 1 or 2 years from now. Okay. I will share you photos on IG about the long hair Jungkook. I have seen Jungkook with long hair. Suga, I cannot remember if I have seen pictures of him with long hair. I can picture Suga though because well, Suga he looks like Woozy from 17. Honestly, I thought they were twin brothers when I first saw them together. I was like, oh dang, okay. Never heard of twins in the industry, but yeah, I know they're not. But yeah, I can kind of picture Suga with long hair. But yes, please do share those pictures with me. I love to see them. T.O.P. announced his solo release soon. Really? That is awesome. Oh, good. I'm so happy. Is he finally healing? Let's find out. Let's see. Let me use this one here. In his song, Hey Gum Sugar has long hair. I will have to look into it because, yeah, I don't know. I haven't really, well, you guys know, I don't really follow BTS. Somehow along the way, I just disconnected from them. I don't know. Not because I hate BTS, but so many other groups that caught my attention and just life in general. I will have to get back into BTS. Let's see. T.O.P. Are you finally healing, sweetie? Are you healing now? Are you healing? And this one. Let's see. T.O.P. T.O.P. And now, if I can get it. There we go. Nightwind. Facing fear. Subconscious release. Healing. Well, look at that. And people still say I make stuff up. I don't, but, it will be easier to make stuff up during my regular videos than a live stream, no? Okay, there's that one. Resurfacing feelings and past emotions, remembrance. Okay, with these two right here, I actually see T.O.P. sitting in like a room. He's sitting on a chair, and then there's another person with a notebook in their hands taking notes and stuff like that. So it looks like T.O.P. has been going to therapy, which good for him. Rising above, clarity, freedom, solution. Yeah, he has been going to therapy. So, little by little, we have Zen Garden, Inner Sanctuary. Yeah, he's not completely healed. I mean, it doesn't look like he will completely heal. But, he is getting better. Little by little, he is getting better. And we have Jewel within a teardrop. Appreciation, spiritual, and emotional reconnection. Okay, I don't see T.O.P. as, being spiritual. He can always change his mind about that, right? I don't see that part. But the emotional reconnection part, yes. And it also looks like music has helped him out a lot. Okay? So, yes, he is healing. Little by little, he is healing. Hello. Hello or allo? Like 17 song? I'm obsessed with that song at the moment. Allo. Allo. THEUNDER. Allo. Allo. Ooh, sorry, my angel. Sorry. Okay. It's okay, everyone has his preference. I know that you're more into TXT and 17 hype. Mhm. Well, thank you, honey. Well, shows your age and maturity, because oh my god. Would you guys like another video of me reading hate comments? Because recently I've been getting a lot on Instagram. A lot. And you know, Instagram you can DM, and unless I make those DMs public, nobody sees them. Let me know if you would like for me to do another video like that. Yes, please. Hmm. Of course, we love it. Okay. Oh, okay. I just got your DMing. I will take a look at those after this. Okay. I want to know who wins new female group of Mama Awards 2025. Is it 5, 7, or 8 members? Thank you, Cosmos. You're welcome. I truly like your readings because you're telling the truth. Well, thank you. Thank you. It's nice to hear people that appreciate it. I mean, I know I say the truth, but you know, there's always those that gotta say what they gotta say. Let's see. New female group for Mama Awards. Okay, this one. Okay, is it gonna be a 5, 7, or 8 member? Can we know, please? 5, 7, or 8. Woo! Okay. Well, this one flew out. And this one. Okay. Ace of Swords, but it came out in reverse. Okay. We have the Justice card. And we have the Knight of Cups. Okay. Five, 7, or 8. Okay, the 5 member, there seems to be like a 5%. For the 7 or 8 member, now that one is a lot higher, like a 95 to 98%. So it could be between those two. I see it leaning more towards that 8 member. Based on current energy, okay? I see it leaning more towards the 8. But it looks like the 7 and 8 are gonna be like this, you know, fighting each other. It's leaning more towards the 8, but then the 7 is not that far behind. Okay? From what I can see. Will ITZY renew their contract with JYP? Didn't they already renew? I thought they already did. Unless you're talking about renewing for the 3rd time? But yeah, I thought they already renewed. Yeah. Glad really TOP is getting a step forward in healing. Me too. Me too. You're welcome, Jarina. You're welcome. Did you saw Such Wita, the talk show of Suga with Wusi? I did. Oh, I did. I did. It was very fun. And yeah, like I said, they look like twins. I was in shock. I was like, my goodness. Hold on, my incense ran out. There we go. Mm. Well, that's why I refuse to be in the army fandom. OMG. Despite my love for BTS. Yeah, they can go overboard. I mean, all fandoms can go overboard, right? Unfortunately, I have seen some stays. That Stray Kids fandom, if you don't know, they have been overdoing it, especially when it was announced that for the US part of their world tour, the members, they were not going to be singing their solos, that they were going to be doing, duets. Oh, some women lost it. It was insane. I was embarrassed to be part of that. I was like, what the hell, guys? Can I make another question? You can, yes. Has there ever been a friendship or a connection between ATs and G Idol? Oh, a ver. Let's see. Has there been a friendship or a connection with ATs and G Idol? Ooh. Okay, this one. This one. Let's see. The Five of Wands. The Ace of Cups. Lovers. Interesting. And the Ten of Swords. You know what? This one is also catching my attention. What do you want to say? And the Ace of Swords. Okay. Some friendships between here and there. Whenever idols are sent to like fashion shows, events, and stuff like that, that's when I see them interacting. Okay. On music shows, not so much. I keep hearing fandom, fandom, fandom. So it looks like the fandom might not like it for some reason if they were to be talking. But yet again, there's the normal fandom and then delusional fandom. So the delusional fandom seems to be the one that would not like for ATs and G Idol to have any type of interaction here. I do see friendly competition. Friendly competition. Soyeon, the leader of, well, now they're called Idol. But I do see her having this friendly competition with Honjun, the leader of ATs. I know Honjun, he also participates a lot in the music process, composing of his group. So yeah, there's that kind of friendly competition, like teasing each other, like, oh, I can do a better song than you, or yeah, well, so can I. That kind of thing. Nothing serious. But yeah, it looks like they interact more whenever they go to fashion shows and stuff like that. Hmm. It's about a voice actor in kissing sounds. Okay, write the question and I'll decide if it's if it's appropriate or not. Yeah, write your question down and we'll see. Moonbag, hello. Can I ask what my dreams have been trying to tell me? Sure. Okay, well, Well, hello. Hmm. Okay, have they okay, well first of all, I usually don't ask questions, but have they been, would you say, have they been like positive dreams? Have they been confusing or, scary dreams? Like what kind of dreams have you been having? Well, tell me or not if it's weird. Now go ahead and ask. I think it will be fine. Hmm. They have been just confusing, not scary or anything. Oh, okay. Okay, let's have a look, little moonbug. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. What have your dreams been trying to tell you? What have they been trying to tell you? What have your dreams been trying to tell you? Let's see. Okay. Okay, we have wisdom. Interesting. Financial security. Mhm. Leadership. We have Luna. Okay. The 11th house, community and technology. Okay. And we have Leo, the extrovert. Okay, well, first thing that comes to mind here is seek your own wisdom. Technology can be very helpful, right? But recently, people, okay, this is gonna sound bad, but it is the truth. People are becoming dumber day by day. And as I am reading this short that I saw on YouTube comes to mind. Basically, Chat GPT, it crashed. And so many students and so many people, they didn't go to work, they didn't go to class because they could not function without Chat GPT. And like I said, it can be useful, but you cannot be dependent on it. So keep seeking wisdom, and it may be boring, but do it with technology, but also do it in the good old fashioned way by going to a library, open up a book, open up a magazine. Okay? There will be times in your life, I'm not looking at it right now, but there will be times in your life in which you're going to have to be a leader. Step up and speak. Speak up. Okay? If you can learn a little bit about spirituality, that will help you out a lot. Because it looks also like your intuition wants to grow. Your intuition, your sixth sense, you can call it that if it makes you feel better. Because it looks like there will be a time in which, well, you're going to have to be a little more extroverted. If you're an introvert, well, you're going to have to be a little more extroverted. You will be surrounded by people. Especially financial security is something that you want. Well, there are times in which you're going to have to step outside the box. Like I said, not be so completely dependent on technology. Technology can help, but not be so completely dependent on it. Okay. I am not saying also that you're gonna be needing money all the time, but I don't see you going broke. There will be times, money may be a little tight, but overall, it looks like you will be financially stable. Okay. It takes time to get there to reach stability, right? But you will get there. Little by little, you will get there. Okay. It takes time, but you will get there. But yeah, once again, seek wisdom, not just with technology. Don't be dependent on it. Learn how to use it, but don't be dependent on it. Because, like the example that I use with ChatGPT, if something crashes and you cannot function without it, oh, you're doomed. Okay? Yeah, that's what I see here. You're welcome. I hope that helped. Here's my question in the most respectful way. Oh, this ought to be good. I bet. I love Caleb in Love and Deep Space. Okay. His BA did an amazing job with emotions. Mhm. But the kiss sound breaks the mood. It sounds like a pop. Will it be improved? Many fans notice it as well. Mm. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, sometimes with anime it sounds like that too, When the couple kisses, sometimes it does sound like that, like just it sounds weird. Let's see, will the sound be improved? Mhm. Okay, Nine of Swords, Ten of Wands, and there we go. Temperance. They'll make an effort. Okay. Hmm. The Six of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, they'll make an effort towards it, but it looks like it's a bit challenging. Unless you like literally bring somebody for, them to kiss and they record those sounds and the Page of Pentacles. Yeah. I mean, they'll try to make a bigger effort on it, okay? Of course, whether it sounds like it improves, that is going to be dependent on the person that is, watching and listening. Okay. So they'll try to make an effort. It wasn't what I was expecting, but my dream was really cryptic, so it makes sense. Yeah, that's the way dreams are. Sometimes they can be very cryptic, confusing. I will send you the last Kindle of Caleb so you will understand. Oh, okay. All right. Let me. Let's see. I have been restless, and then okay. Let me read Jarina, and then I'm going to look at you, Shadow Raven, about Yosan and the other members here. Okay. Let's see. I have been restless since the last 2 days. I really don't know why. I failed my driving license trail 2 days ago. Is it because of that? And tomorrow I'm gonna redo my trail again. Well, yes, it is because of that, and I don't need the tarot to know that. I can feel it. Okay, are you going to pass this time around? Okay, well, even before going to, do your driving, before you step out of the house, like take a moment, take a couple of breaths. I don't know if you pray or not, but you know, to the higher powers, whoever that is to you, ask them for that peace of mind, first of all, to calm your nerves, to help you focus. Okay? I know it's nerve wracking, okay? I remember when I took my driving exams. So, first do that. Okay? Hey, yeah, do that because, yeah, even the cars are feeling your nervousness here. So, center yourself before even stepping out of the house. Let's see. Would you pass this time around? Okay, Page of Cups. The Six of Cups. And the Three of Wands. There's a 90% that yes, you will pass, okay? 80% the lowest, but yeah, there's a higher chance that you will pass. But like I said, don't let that anxiety get the best of you. I know, easier said than done, but you know. We gotta calm ourselves down. We gotta learn that. Okay, I wanted to ask, since it is important and such, KQ is incompetent, sadly. Especially Eden, who decides the line distribution. Will Yosan had only 8 seconds in lemon drop, and people are pissed. I see. Well, okay. From what I have seen some of this. From what I have seen, 8 seconds focus on him, but other than that, he's harmonizing in the background, okay? So that's what it is. He's harmonizing most of the time. Plus, there was a fan call where presumably Yosan said that his hair is a problem. And he was banned from working out, which he loves, and the dreaded contract renewal is coming. Well, Yosan and the other members, but especially Yosan, demand change more lines. Will he leave KQ? Okay, are you leaving, Yosan? Let's see, are you leaving? Are you gonna leave? 80s. Let's see. Okay, Four of Wands. Two of Pentacles. And we have the King of Pentacles. Okay, I don't see Yosan leaving, but yes, I do see him negotiating, better terms. So yeah, I don't see him leaving, but yeah, better terms for sure. What is this? The Two of Wands. Okay, well, as for the other members, they haven't decided yet. Honju, I see him leaning towards saying no, he's not gonna leave. But, he's already preparing himself mentally because he knows that, negotiations are never easy. Okay. Yeah, for the moment, I don't see the other members deciding, even though Honjung is leaning more towards a no. But yeah, he knows that negotiations are going to be tough, okay? Can you please read about what BTS thinks of Nikki? Okay. Whoa. 1 hour and 40 minutes. Oh, dang. I always lose track of time with you guys. I'm not complaining, don't get me wrong. I actually like doing lives with you. But, dang, okay. Oh, it's raining, alright. And it's hurricane weather. Hold on. Let me see. Can I move this just a tad bit? Ow! I almost fell off on my chair. Hold on. I don't think you can see it, can you? But there we go. You can kind of see it. But yeah, it's raining and it's very windy. And I actually have to go to work today, so that's gonna suck. Driving in that. Oh, look, you can see the trees moving. And I don't know about you, but when I have driven in the rain, I can feel the car going like this, like moving like this. It's a scary feeling. But yeah. Mother Gaia, please help me out, because you know I gotta drive. And here in the US, we don't have, well, at least the part that I'm living on, we don't have a public transport system. So it's not like I can take a bus or something like that. Okay. Let's see. He was sending the reaction video. Oh. He seems more sad than usual. Oh, that is. Dang. That sucks. Ay. Unfortunately, that happens. No, there's always like one member that is the least paid attention to. Which I'm very surprised, because I would say Yosang is very popular. So, I don't know what's the deal here. Okay, BTS, and what do you think about Nikki? Okay, let's see. BTS. What is your opinion about Nikki? Okay. The Magician, the Eight of Cups, the High Priestess, Page of Wands, and the Hangman. Okay. Well, they feel that he has potential. Okay. There are times they feel that, you know what, Nikki will have more success if he were to go somewhere else. Because at least behind the scenes, he looks like, well, Bang PD himself and, you know, other people that work there, they seem to have it out for Nikki for some reason. Okay. But yeah, they think that he has great potential. Okay. And if Nikki decides to stay with ENHYPEN, they feel that maybe in contract renewals, you know, he can negotiate more activities and things that he wants to do, that it will be better for him in the long run. Okay. That's what they think about him. Oh, hi, Plus. I get 18 is that worry. but can be a personal issue too. Oh, yeah, that's true. We never know what is going on in their lives. We assume it's always related to the group or work, but sometimes it isn't. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, hopefully things are okay with him. I'm good. I'm actually starting to get hungry because I haven't had breakfast yet. I got up early, to do this live, but I've been doing good. Hmm. Why baby monster Ah Hyung never posts like Jenny dance challenge? Oh jeez, okay, I just saw the answer. Was she stopped by YG? Yeah, she was stopped by YG, and from what I can see here, a lot of people are going to be calling her like a cloud chaser because she's using Jenny to get more attention on herself. So yeah. So yeah, that is why. And I know I didn't use the tarot or anything like that, but immediately I saw the hate comments in there. And sometimes it happens like that, right? I see it immediately. But yeah, especially if I'm remembering this correctly, around that time there was a lot of people, the good old accusation that she over dances. So, the over dancing accusations were definitely gonna be brought up if she were to post that dance challenge. Ahaya feels really close to her fans. Yeah, she does. You can go take breakfast. It's okay. Thank you. It's okay. I'll be okay. Yeah, I had a big dinner last night, so when I woke up, I wasn't hungry. But yeah, now I'm starting to get a little hungry. Right? Yeah. Ah, idols can just never win, no? I bet you if she was just doing normal dancing, people would say she's not dancing at all. And then she gives them more power, but oh, she's overdoing it. She should be a soloist instead. Blah blah blah. Ah, yeah, I could not be a K-pop idol. Oh, I would blow up for sure. If I were a K-pop idol, I feel like I would be I would be the controversial kind, the one that speaks her mind. I think I would be like Hwasa. Because Hwasa wears whatever the heck she wants. She speaks how she wants. She acts how she wants. Now, I don't know if I would be showing as much skin as Hwasa does, because I'm actually quite introverted. I am actually very shy. I don't think I would be showing that much skin, but the dancing, oh, for sure. I don't care. I love dancing ever since I was little. So I will definitely dance however the heck I want. I will speak how I want. So yeah, if I don't get fired or kicked out of a group, I will for sure be more towards the Hwasa side of of the way I would carry myself. Jessie. Ah yes, Miss Jessie as well. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. That's the kind of idol I would be. What is the overall energy in 80s right now? They changed things for this comeback and fans are trying to adapt. Are they happy? Okay. Let me use this one. 80s. What is the overall energy for you, gentlemen? What is the woo? Okay. Thank you. And this one. Okay, the ones that flipped over. Traveling. Morality. Schizophrenia. Okay, we were talking about Yosang a while ago. Yeah, he definitely has a lot of things on his mind. And you're not gonna like this, but it is personal stuff, okay? Mm. And yeah, I cannot see it. It's personal. And I will honor that. I know not a lot of people like it when I do that, but I don't want that bad karma on me, and I'm sure you don't want it either because you're watching. So there are personal things going on with Yosang here. So yeah, he has a lot on his mind. Okay, with the the little change up that they have done for this comeback, they are happy with it. They are happy with it. But in the background, they are starting to think about contract renewals. Last year contract renewals seemed far away, but now this year it looks like, well, now it's starting to get real. So, hmm so yeah, there's also going on in the background with all the members. Well, Yosan has his personal stuff going on, but also he's starting to think about contract renewals. So it is mostly peaceful for the most part, but yeah, you know, the contract renewal that is starting to get real for them. Okay. If I would be a K-pop idol, I would try to be as independent, even if it's really hard. You would try to be independent. Yeah, I would suck it up as much as I can while, I'm under contract. But yeah, I would for sure try to go independent first chance I get. Mikasa, hello. How successful would Dirty Word by Espa be? Will it be like Supernova or Whiplash success? A ver. Dirty work. Dirty work. Dirty work. How successful are you going to be? Dirty work by Espa. Okay, 7 of Wands. Okay, 7 Wands. It's about conflict. And I see bunnies coming in because was it iPhone? I think they said the dirty work video thing, it was filmed with an iPhone. So I mean, I don't know if the rest of the video or whatever else is gonna come, it's also gonna be filmed with an iPhone, right? But from my understanding, Espa replaced New Jeans as ambassadors of that brand. So they're gonna be throwing a lot of hate at Espa. Okay, we have the Six of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Knight of Swords. Okay, I don't see it being a flop. I see it being successful, but not that type of level. Not like Supernova or Whiplash. Okay? Not that kind. Okay? Yeah, not a flop, but also not that explosive type of success like that. Okay? Thank you, Cosmos. Contracts. It's never easy subject, and while changing can be good, it is also scary. Yeah. Oh, me too. I hope that at the end, they do they do what's good for them and that God helps them out, whether it's staying or, going somewhere else. Okay, Lisa. Okay, Lisa, Lisa, Lisa. Lisa Blackpink. My bias. Let's see. What can we know about your career, hon? Your career. You. Okay, I'll take that one. Also, July 27, that will be my second YouTube anniversary, guys. Some of you follow me from my first channel. Thank you so much. But, that channel doesn't exist anymore. So thank you for following me on this one. And to all of the new ones, the new subscribers, thank you, guys. I decided to keep the anniversary date as, July 27th because, well, that's when my first channel got started. So looking forward to that, to celebrating that with you guys. So we'll have a special light that day. Okay, we have 8 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. Oh, okay, Lisa, I see. Moonlight, travel, romance, potential. Of course, I don't see Lisa ever confirming or denying her involvement with Mr. Arnold. And that's because, well, that's the way she wants to keep it. But, there's still going to be news and stuff like that coming out. And of course, there's still going to be those haters that are going to be like, well, she's only famous. She's only getting this. She's only doing that because of Mr. Arnold. The 5 of Cups, okay. 8 of Cups. Attachment, letting go, restriction, fear. Eternal love, happiness, harmony, fulfillment. And the sun in this card is catching my attention. I mean, things have slowed down a little bit. Okay. We may or may not say this, but it looks like behind the scenes, there are some people that are walking away from Lisa. When it comes to, like, her work and stuff like that. And it's mostly due to conflict of ideas because it looks like some people want Lisa to do something, but then Lisa doesn't agree. She thinks it's not a good idea, or she doesn't feel comfortable with, whatever it is that is being proposed. So it looks like behind the scenes, there will be some people walking away from Lisa. But it looks like eventually things are going to pick up again, okay? I see August, but I don't see if it's August 2025 or August of 2026. So keep an eye for that, okay? But yeah, August keeps on coming to mind. But yeah, then in spite of, some people, when it comes to work, walking out, I do see some people coming in and people that, understand what Lisa wants to do better. I don't see her flopping. I don't see her lacking money. One thing I do see, though, is that Lisa just wants to get the world tour over with, the one with Blackpink. Not because she hates the ladies, no. But, being back with YG and all of their messy situation, and well, we know how YG is at this point. Yeah, she just wants to get that over with so she could go back to doing her own thing. And it looks like she will eventually, right? Once, the world tour is over, it looks like she would like to do duets with the other ladies. Because I keep seeing Jenny, so it looks like she would like to do some type of collaboration with Jenny after the world tour. Because I see Auditolier and Loud, being shown there, in the credits and stuff like that, but not YG. And then after Jenny, she would like to do something with Jisoo, and then of course Miss Rose. But that's after the world tour. Okay. Thank you for the congratulations in advance, guys. Thank you. And oh yeah, let me remind you, once we hit 500 subs, I'm gonna have another little contest as a celebration. I don't know if you remember, but I did one of that for Thanksgiving, where you submit your name and basically I grant you your request. You don't have to pay for it. So yeah, I'm gonna have that. Besides the usual Q&A, something a little different. I've been thinking, sorry. I also been thinking about doing some type of giveaway, and I am so sorry for my international fans, but this one will only apply for the ones here in the US because, well, shipping internationally, it's quite expensive. So I've been thinking about that as well. So yeah. What type of giveaway? I've been thinking of perhaps, for example, like sending you like a little bag of crystals, for example, for good luck, right? I will put in a citrine to wish you good luck when it comes to finances. I will put in a, for example, a tiger's eye for protection and stuff like that. I've been thinking about it. I'm not sure what I will give away yet, but that's something I've been thinking about. Okay, just as a thank you and something special for you guys. But yeah, once again, I'm sorry, my international loves. Eventually, I will. Okay, eventually, but yeah, the shipping costs. The rumors that say Lisa eventually didn't want the world tour now. I feel like none of the Blackpink ladies. I feel like none of the Blackpink ladies wanted the world tour, honestly. I really want Crystal Spada, not from the US. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, love. Hmm. But yeah, like I said, eventually, eventually I would like to do something for you guys as well. Okay, could you see if Giselle will shine more in Dirty Work because she had her moment in Whiplash, and Dirty Work fits her taste, her musical taste more. Okay. Would like what? Will I overcome my addiction to those things? I cannot say the word. Okay, I'm sorry. Don't take it as me judging you, because who am I to judge anybody, right? But I can't really say that word. My addiction to those things. Will I succeed in accomplishing my career goals? Okay. Okay. Would you overcome this and succeed in your... Whoop! Will you overcome this and succeed in your career? Okay, the Ace of Swords. The Tower. King of Cups. The Knight of Cups. And Justice. Okay. I do see you overcoming that addiction. Here's the thing though. Temptation will always be there. Okay? Temptation will always be there. Okay, I usually don't tell people what to believe because at the end of the day, that is your personal choice. But here's the thing. If you are willing, there are 7 archangels, and I know this is based on, Christianity. But like I said, at the end of the day, you're free to believe whatever you want. Each archangel has, you can say, their specialty. The most famous archangel is Archangel Michael, okay? He is known for protection and stuff like that. Working with children, okay? He is known for that. There's Archangel Raphael. His specialty, and now mind you, I'm not saying the other archangels will not protect you in a moment of need. They would. But like I said, each has their specialty. Archangel Raphael, his specialty is medicine. So if you want, if you feel it, you can ask for his help. And when you're thinking of Archangel Raphael, think of a green light descending from the heavens down to you. A green light. That is his healing light. And like I said, at the end of the day, it's your choice, because who you believe in is a very personal choice. But if you feel it in your heart, he can help you. But like I said, temptation will always be there. Old habits die hard. When it comes to your career goals, yes, it takes time. But yes, I do see it being accomplished. But like I said, temptation will always be there, okay? But it is possible. It takes a great amount of willpower and strength. But yes, it is possible, okay? And like I said, Archangel Raphael can be there to help you if you decide. Or if you know more about Archangel Michael, feel free to ask him. Because like I said, at the end of the day, all of the archangels, they can help you in any situation. But each archangel has their specialty. But like I said, Archangel Michael, he is a little more known even among the non-Christian Catholic groups, okay? Or you can call upon both. That is fine too. Okay? Good luck, my friend. I hope things get better for you. Okay, and Ning, I know I skipped you, but I just felt that then, I had to answer that one. Okay, I'm sorry. I know I skipped you. Okay, Giselle, let's see. Giselle, are you gonna be shining a little more, dear? Are you gonna be shining a little more? Two of Pentacles, okay. It looks like it's gonna be similar to Whiplash. The Knight of Cups. And this one's catching my attention. We have Judgment. Yeah. It's gonna be similar to Whiplash. Perhaps not as much, but it's gonna be similar. It looks like somebody in SM Entertainment is actually taking notes here with Judgment. They took notes on, how well received Giselle was with Whiplash. So it looks like yes. She won't be left out in the dust like she always gets. Okay. Okay, and okay, the last one for today, guys, because I'm truly hungry right now. Whew. Okay, chances of NCT Dream winning awards at the end of the year. NCT. Let's see, what are the chances? NCT Dream, what are the chances of you winning awards at the end of the year? We have 4 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands, and this one. The Moon, and the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, there's a 30 to 70% chance. Okay, 30 to 70%. It looks like a lot of people were expecting it, to be higher, for her to win more, but yeah, that's what I see. 30 to 70%. Okay. All right, guys. Whoa, I've been for over 2 hours now. So thank you for being here. I'm sorry, I know I didn't answer everybody, but that is all the time I have for today. I have to go to work still. So, and I'm also hungry, so I want to eat before going to work. Thank you once again. Thank you for your support towards my channel. Keep liking, sharing, commenting on the videos. So that way I can accomplish my goal to this year. Hit 1,000 subs, please. I would love that for this year. That would be a very nice gift. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I love chatting with you. I always have fun. Once we hit 500, I will have the regular Q&A. So, if I didn't answer your question here, you can ask me your question during that Q&A whenever I make the post about it. And I will see you in the next one. Oh, thank you, guys. I love you too. Thank you. I wish you all the best. See you next time. Bye. Thank you, guys. Thank you, my lovely spirit.